One property type is quietly winning in the GTA right now, and almost nobody is paying attention to it. While headlines focus on condos and detached homes falling in price, the real story is happening somewhere in between. Townhouses across the GTA are seeing a surge in buyer interest. Sales numbers are rising faster than most people realize, and the reasons behind it say everything about where this market is heading. Here is exactly what the data is showing right now. Let us start with the numbers from April 2026, because the data tells a story most buyers are missing. TRREB reported 5,946 home sales across the GTA in April. That is a 7% increase year over year. But here's what gets interesting when you break it down. Detached home sales rose 9.2% year over year in April. Condo sales also jumped 9.1%. Those are the numbers getting all the headlines right now. But there is another story buried in the data. Townhouse and semi-detached sales barely moved. Townhouses ticked up just 0.6% year over year, and semi-detached moved up only 0.4%. Now you might think that sounds like bad news for townhouses, but here is the part that actually matters for buyers right now. Sales activity rising slowly does not tell the full story. Price performance does, and that is where townhouses are doing something very different. Look at what happened to freehold townhouse prices in April 2026. Across the broader GTA, the average freehold townhouse sold for $939,197. That is down 7% year over year. In the city of Toronto specifically, freehold townhouses averaged $1,284,386, also down 7% year over year. Now hold that thought, because I want to compare that to what is happening with condos. The average GTA condo sold for $635,653 in April, down 6% year over year. Condo townhouses dropped even more sharply, down 9% year over year to $755,780 in the city of Toronto. So why is a 7% price drop for freehold townhouses actually interesting? Because a freehold townhouse gives you land ownership. It gives you garage access, outdoor space, and no condo fees. And it gives you all of that for under $1 million in many GTA cities. That combination is now a real entry point, and buyers who understand this are starting to move. Here is the broader context that explains why this is happening. The GTA benchmark home price in April 2026 was $944,100, down 6.6% year over year. The average home price was $1,051,969, down 5% from April 2025. Detached homes in the GTA averaged $1,372,688. That is still a massive number for most buyers in this market. Semi-detached homes averaged $1,033,469 across the GTA, still over $1 million, and condos, while cheaper at $635,653, carry an important risk right now. Condo prices have not bottomed cleanly yet. Median condo prices have returned to roughly February 2020 levels. That means 6 years of appreciation have been erased. Buyers considering condos are nervous about catching a falling market. So where does that leave the first-time buyer? Where does that leave the family that needs more space than a condo? Where does that leave the investor looking for rental income, right at the freehold townhouse? And before I continue, if you are finding this useful, hit subscribe so you never miss a GTA market update. Now back to what we were talking about. Let us talk about specific GTA cities, because this is not a Toronto-only story. This is happening across the entire region. Brampton right now has an average home price of $892,085, down 6.5% year over year. Brampton has seen significant townhouse development over the past decade. There are freehold townhouse communities throughout northwest Brampton. And entry-level freehold product in Brampton is getting buyer attention. Vaughan is similar. Vaughan prices are down 6% year over year. But Vaughan offers freehold townhouse communities near transit corridors. Woodbridge and Kleinburg areas have product that fits under the $1 million mark. And honestly, this surprised me when I looked at the data. Even in a softer market, well-located Vaughan townhouses are moving. Move further east and the story gets even more interesting. Pickering, Ajax, Whitby, and Oshawa are all seeing this shift. These cities have newer freehold townhouse developments. They offer more square footage per dollar than anything in central Toronto, and they are attracting buyers who got priced out of the 905 core. Milton and Caledon tell a similar story. Newer townhouse communities with good highway access. Families are looking here hard right now. The price point is accessible compared to detached homes in the same area. This is not one neighborhood story. This is a GTA-wide reorientation of buyer demand. Now let us talk about what is driving this shift. Because it is not just price. There are three forces pushing buyers toward freehold townhouses right now. The first is affordability math. With detached homes averaging $1.37 million across the GTA, and mortgage qualifying still demanding significant income, the freehold townhouse under $1 million is one of the few realistic options, especially for families who need multiple bedrooms, and especially for buyers who want to avoid condo corporation fees. The second force is rental income potential. Many newer GTA townhouses have basement suites. Some are designed with separate entrances. In this rental market, a legal basement suite can generate significant monthly income. That rental income helps buyers qualify and offset carrying costs. Investors are watching this carefully too. A freehold townhouse with a legal basement suite is a completely different investment equation than a condo. The third force is lifestyle shift. Remote and hybrid work changed what GTA buyers want in a home. People want outdoor space. They want a garage. They want separation between living and working spaces. A freehold townhouse delivers all of that at a price point condos cannot. Here is what the numbers are actually telling us about the market overall. There are 25,110 active listings across the GTA right now. The market sits at 4.2 months of supply. That is balanced market territory. Buyers still have negotiating power, but conditions are tighter than April 2025 when supply was 4.9 months. And here is what most buyers get completely wrong about this market. They think balanced market means nothing is moving. It does not. Balanced market means buyers have choice and leverage, but the window for that leverage is narrowing. If supply continues dropping while sales rise, that changes fast. CMHC has already projected that prices will remain muted through 2026, and then pick up in 2027 and 2028. That means the buyers who position themselves now in this market, buyers who find the right freehold townhouse in the right GTA city, are likely entering before conditions shift back towards sellers. That does not mean there is no risk. Real estate always carries risk, and affordability remains a challenge for many GTA households. But historically, GTA real estate has rewarded buyers who purchase in balanced market conditions with patience and a long-term view. So what should you actually do with this information? If you are a first-time buyer, start looking seriously at freehold townhouses in Brampton, Pickering, Ajax, Milton, and Whitby. These cities have product under the GTA average price, and they have the kind of space that makes long-term living comfortable. If you are an investor, look specifically for freehold townhouses with existing basement suites, or properties with basement suite potential. Run your numbers on rental income against carrying costs. A 2-unit freehold townhouse in Oshawa or Whitby tells a very different financial story than a condo in downtown Toronto right now. If you are already a homeowner, think carefully about your next move. Many GTA homeowners downsizing from detached homes are landing in freehold townhouses. They get to capture equity from a larger home, and they find a product that still gives them independence and outdoor space, without the maintenance demands of a fully detached property. The GTA market is not moving in one direction right now. Different property types are telling completely different stories. Condos are still searching for a floor. Detached homes remain out of reach for most buyers, but freehold townhouses are sitting in a unique position: accessible price point, land ownership, rental income potential, and rising buyer interest backed by real April 2026 data. That is what the numbers are showing right now. What you do with that information is up to you.